Hello, friends. Welcome to our first pajama party team meeting. We are so excited to have you guys joining us, and I am very thankful for all of the input that you guys gave us over the last several months so we could figure out what would work best for most people. It's really impossible with how many time zones we cover and how many different schedules you guys have. It's impossible to get something that's going to work for everybody, but I really appreciate everybody's input so that we could find what would work for the majority. So, thank you if you are joining us live. We are so grateful you are here. And if you are catching the replay, we're so thankful that you are taking the time for your business for this. So, if you don't know me, my name is Arielle, and I am your superstar director, which is just another fancy way of saying I'm your upline. And I'm the one who you receive all the emails and text messages from. I'm a real person. I promise I'm not a bot. And I'm fun, I think. But that's totally a bias, right? So we are excited to. I asked you in the group earlier what you would most want training on today. And so later on, we're going to talk about finding new customers that like squeaked in as the highest voted option. But I did see the other options, so we will make sure to cover those in the following months. And maybe even just little pop-in trainings on the Nomad Tribe group. So, with that being said, let's get started. Everyone who has taken time out of their schedules to be able to make it here tonight, so thankful for you. And to show you how thankful, we're going to do a giveaway at the very end. So Jen's going to be making sure that she writes down everybody's name. It's just going to be a fun little prize for me. So Jen's going to take care of that and make sure that your name is entered. And we'll draw at the very end. Cool? So I don't see Brooklyn on here yet. We will come back to her. But kind of how this is going to roll, just so you guys know for future planning purposes. And if you guys have feedback too, gosh, we would love to hear that. If there's something that you want to see done on these calls, maybe something that you loved, we welcome constructive feedback. So what we want to do is the giveaway. We want to do a consultant spotlight because you guys don't want to hear from me all the time, right? I can get boring. I am fun, but I can get boring and repetitive. So we want to make sure we're also spotlighting you guys. And so what that means is we're just going to ask people to share their Scentsy story. Maybe why you guys started, what your business is doing for you now, how it's changed your life, however that looks for you. So we are going to be spotlighting somebody every month at our meeting. And so eventually everybody will get a chance, right? We've got a lot of months ahead of us. We're not going anywhere, and we can't wait to hear from all of you. We're also planning to do a training from somebody, maybe highlighting. So, like tonight, we have Darla talking about gift baskets because she has such a gift with being able to put them together and present them and offer them to companies and like realtors, lenders, all those things. So, she's going to kind of share what she's doing. So, we're going to have one of you guys share a talent or something that's working in your business every time as well. And if you know somebody, or if you are somebody who has a special talent, something that's working really well in your business that you think you're good at or a friend is good at, please let us know so we can ask them to share with the group. Because sharing is caring, right? Love that. And then we're also going to do a little bit of a training. And then at the end, we're going to do a giveaway. So this is not going to last more than an hour. We're so thankful for your time, and we want to make sure it's valuable to you. With that being said, since I don't see Brooklyn on here yet, let's go ahead and jump to Darla, who is going to share about gift baskets. I'm going to spotlight you for everybody to make you big.
Okay. Okay. So you want me to just share my secrets on them?
Yeah.
Okay. So here is one that I threw together to show you guys. So what I do, and as you can tell, it's not falling out, right? Because I have a secret weapon. Haha. And it's this. It's the big Scotch tape. I tape these together. See? That's why they always look so cute, because they won't move, they won't fall out. So this is like someone who called and said, I have a birthday gift, and she bought a small plug-in Scentsy warmer from me. She bought a clip, she bought a flower, and she wanted some of the waxes in there. And then I threw in a cream. And then I always throw in all my pamphlet and information so they could get a hold of me once they open it. I would say the trick to these is having stuff like this. You can prop it up. You can't see it, but I have some over here, but it goes really cute with this little country theme. I always have a ribbon. I make these bows. It's a little country theme, so it's like sunflower. There's a little cowboy boot, so she can decorate with it after. Always add greenery, if you can see the greenery in here. And I always have cute little boxes, cheap. I go to like TJ Maxx, and I just keep them filed in my house. There's that one. Always have flowers arrangements to poke in there. I have this kind of stuff always. To make it personal, I have picture frames, cutting boards,
Ooh.
just really fun things. And then at the end, I wrap it in these cute little cellophane with a bow. Here's another one. This is a person that just had bought a home and they wanted something small. This is about, it has a cutting board. I put the wax bars. These are all taped. So see, that's the secret, taping them so they don't fall off. And then I would just wrap this with my, this thing. Always have this in there. And then this is the coolest part about it, girls, to make it personal. Right here, I always have a card. And it says, I hope you have enjoyed your Scentsy product. To order more, you can visit my Scentsy online website browser there to browse their products, including wax. And it's just a whole little setup of what I do and why I make the baskets. And I think the secret is to not overthink it. Just do it. Put it on your platform and don't overthink it, and then start taping it together. And that's why they look the way they do, because they're taped. This is my secret. And have you guys ever heard of the little, they're like, I wish I could find them.
Are they like glue dots?
Yes, I have tons of
I
those.
saw you doing that, and I'm like, that has to be like that's the only thing, right?
Yeah, and scrapping. And then I have these, all these like Scentsy products. Always keep these little things to prop things up and tape to it. Let's see. I put candy in them to make it personable. I put hair clips, lip gloss. I just add fun character things, but that's about it. I don't know if you guys have any questions, but
Darla.
yes, yes.
So one of my favorite things that you do is that card. And that card is honestly that you showed us. Can you read what you put there? Because that is honestly what is like the over the top thing for this whole thing.
It just says, I hope you have enjoyed your Scentsy products. To order more, you can visit my Scentsy online website and browse their products, including wax warmers, scented wax warmer, diffusers, and more. Once you find what you're looking for, you can add items to your cart and proceed to the checkout. If you have any specific questions about the products or need further assistance, please reach out. My contact information as well as my website shopping link is listed below or on my business card inside with the catalog. I look forward to serving you with all your Scentsy needs. Thank you very much, Darla Robinson, your Scentsy girl. And it has all my information on there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is so good.
I do other ones for like, I have a contractor, so I have a really cute home one made up for them. And then I do one for someone who builds pools. And then I have a really cute card for when I make a basket for the people who just had a pool built.
Do you have bars that you are putting into clubs specifically for the pool builders?
Yes, I like to keep like make a splash. I always like to put that into the pool baskets. Anything that's has to do with vacations or um sipping by the pool is another one
Yeah.
I have in my club because it's just fun to add those things to it, because it keeps it real. Oh, the flamingo warmer is probably my favorite one for the pool ones. And remember when this one was on sale? Oh, sorry, girls. Remember this one?
Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
I
that's
love that
so
armor.
good.
I got a bunch of these because they always want these because it's so cool. It reminds you of the pool. So
I love it. That's
yeah.
so good. Jamie in the chat asked, how do you sell them?
Well, the people tell me how much they want to spend, and if they want warmers, if they want flowers, um, like my contractor, he'll call or his wife will call me, who is my daughter, will let me know, hey mom, I need a huge basket, like a $200 basket.
Yeah.
So they let me choose, and I said, okay, well, this is how much the Scentsy is,
Mhm.
and then from there, I make money on the baskets, and then I order their stuff.
Awesome. I love it. So you basically just advertise, I do baskets for any occasion. Let me know
Yes,
the budget, let me know the theme, and we go from there.
yes, I do. I do all kinds. I do Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, welcome baby, welcome home, welcome to your new home, your new job. I do them all.
So good.
I
So
also
cool.
love that, Dar, that like making baskets, we always try to make them pretty. And you keep everything in the box.
Yes.
And I do love that you do that and you work around that because honestly, it keeps the warmer safe. It's easier if they want to be able to put it away. Like everybody has a tendency to want to take the warmer out and make it look cute. And sometimes I get like maybe a smaller one, you can do that. But honestly, I love that you incorporate the box into it and build it around that. And so it still looks good.
Yeah, I keep everything in their original
Mm-hmm.
thing because you can always see what they are. Like behind here, she was a cowgirl, see which one it is.
Yeah, super cute.
And then the flower is um, well, I can't read it, but because I have horrible, it's the sage one. Anyways, this is just totally Western, cute cowgirl style.
Yeah, love that.
That's so good. Awesome. Well, if you
And
guys
this
have
is,
any other questions too, drop them in the chat and Darla can either like respond to you or we'll get to them at the end. Sound good?
yeah, yeah,
Thank you
sounds
so
good.
much, Darla. That was so
Sure.
awesome. All right. I saw Brooklyn has joined the chat. Hello. I'm gonna go ahead and spotlight you. I broke down how we're gonna kind of run these things and that you're just gonna share your Scentsy story.
Okay. So from what I gathered, it's just like how I came about it type of thing and how I got involved with all of you, amazing souls.
Yeah, and what it's doing for your life right now.
A little bit of everything. So I guess if we're gonna digress a little bit and then go into how it is that I got involved. Originally, Lindsay, who is my sponsor, um, subsequent to you, obviously, and then she had this like Nova. It wasn't the Nova warmer, but it was the one that looks like it. It's the bulb, the round one. And I liked it for years. And she did the same thing. Like she liked it from Sabrina for years, and she took forever to finally buy her own. And then when she did, she finally became a consultant. And it was the Nova and the ghostly greetings that got me started. Um, Initially, whenever I got it, it was gifted to me. Ironically enough, it was actually gifted to me by my ex, the father of my kids. This is where the story gets super fun for you guys. It's maybe TMI, but whatever. He and I have been separated for 5 years now. During that phase of my life, whenever I started my own Scentsy business and then also had like bought my first item, it was probably within like a month's time or so. Um, all around at the same time, my ex and I are going through it. Like we're on the cusp of separating. We've been together for almost 8 years. We have two kids together. Like it was not a healthy relationship by any means. I put myself through therapy. I was joining like community groups and stuff like that, I finally took the dive and decided to do this. And it took me a good, probably a year and a half before I really started making it a business. And I mean, in reality, like I've had people who've joined me, but I've always really done it for myself. And that's really why I started, is because I wanted to do it for myself. It was something that was mine. It was something I could call my own. It was separated from him. Um, since then, I live a much healthier life. We're obviously not together, but some of you ladies on here I've met in person. Like you've seen the version of me that it is that I am now. Arielle, for example, is one of those people who has seen the version of me that it was from when I started. So the transition of who I am now versus who I am then is drastically and vastly different by like North and South Pole. I have another business doing wedding planning and event planning that is globally. And that was something else that I decided to start doing for myself. But I would have never started doing that if I had not learned all of the things it is that I learned from my uplines, all of the things it is that I learned from teaching myself and putting myself out there, to be able to even go that route. And another ironic thing, I've never even been engaged. So marrying people is like, I don't know. And I incorporate both of my businesses. So I find ways between the two, and then also my personal life, because I have two just separate business pages and then a personal page. So when you see my social medias and you're following any of my stuff, you'll kind of see some of the same things spiderwebbed, if you will. But it's taught me a lot about business. It's taught me a lot about myself. The community has been amazing. Some of you, like I would go to war for. I don't even know what I would do without having some of the support that I've had from you because of the things that I've gone through personally, not even business wise. Um, because you've asked about like how I'm doing, how my kids are, how is school, like how is physical training. So it's been a progressive thing, if nothing more. I started with one thing and I ended with another. And it's done nothing but blossom over the course of the last 5 years. And I've stayed with it. Consistency is key. And that's one thing I think that has stuck with me too, because I love the business and what I do so much and the people that it is that I've met. It's not something that I felt like I would ever walk away from, even despite everything that's going on in my life. So there you go.
Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing. You know, we all come, it's just a testament to how we all come from different places. We are at different journeys in our lives, different spots, and anybody can find success in this business because success means different things to different people. So you might view success differently than I do, but we can both find success, and it's not mutually exclusive to one thing or another. And I love that our community is such that we can build each other up, and I'm so very thankful for that. So thank you for sharing, Brooklyn. Okay, now we're going to talk about the training topic you guys wanted was finding new customers. Um, I know there's several resources. Our team page goes back years and years and years. And so that is a great resource for being able to search things. But I asked ChatGPT, as one does these days, because I don't know. I can give you a list. I can give you a billion things that I've done differently, but I like to go off on tangents. So I asked ChatGPT. I call mine EchoBot, so that we could have a concise list, and it even made a picture for me to share with you guys later. So I'm totally going to be doing that. Actually, maybe I'll just share my screen. Gosh, every time I don't know how to do this. No, here it is. Okay, I'm going to share my screen because it made a really cool picture. Um, for you guys. EchoBot is so very generous like that, right? Okay, can you guys see it?
Yeah.
It's just the picture. It's not like my whole thing.
No, we see everything, Arielle. Every picture you ever took. No.
Stop it, Jen. Stop it. I'm like, great. I mean, it's nothing else besides like the outline for today. But anyway, third. Okay, so let's go over 10 ways to find customers. I know a lot of people also prefer in-person relationship building and don't want to do things online. So I specifically asked my EchoBot to share at least 5 options that are not online, that are not on social media.
Huh?
So it's so important too because social media is not reliable. Like if we're going to learn anything tonight, it is just that social media is not a reliable way to grow your business quickly. The algorithms are never in our favor. And who knows when your friends are going to see something. I still have people commenting on posts from the last flash sale because they're just seeing them for the first time. So it is Wild West out there, and I don't trust it. But let's go over these these ways to meet new people, find new customers, and some of them you might like, oh yeah, okay, but this is what I call a tool to put in your toolbox. You may not need this now, you may not need it ever, but you might have a teammate who might need it, right? So they're just tools in your toolbox that you keep handy. Okay, so on social media, how are we going to meet new people? When you have hosts of a Facebook or Instagram party. I have never found success with Instagram parties. So if you have, I would love to hear your story and how you found success. But usually we talk about Facebook parties because that's the most prominent way that people party online. So when you can host a Facebook party, or the better way to meet new people is to get a host to host an online party, because then you're going to meet their circle of friends. And some of these I'm not, it's a different way of thinking about it. So EchoBot, AI is not also 100% reliable, but we thank them for their service. So the one they said is share lifestyle photos. So that means showing how you're actually using the products. Show them in action. Don't just show a flyer. Don't just show a link from the website. Show things in action. And if you don't have the products that you want to showcase, use a search engine to find them. Other people have likely created photos that they generously share for you to be able to use. It's okay if you don't have everything. And if you have people who are joining with that $9 Smart Start kit, they're not getting a kit, right? It's all digital. So how are we going to tell them to grow their business? By sharing lifestyle photos, by finding them online in a search engine, right? Okay. The next one is to offer referral rewards. Do you have customers who are just outstanding? They're VIPs. They support you no matter what. Maybe they don't want to party. Maybe they don't want to join, but they are ride or die, your customer forever. I love that. I have so many of those customers who don't want anything on the business side. They don't want to host. They just want to support me. Ask them to refer their friends. Offer them something that is within your budget. Maybe it's a scent circle that you'll mail to them that you've purchased with your rewards. Maybe it's a bar that you're going to add to their next order. Maybe it's free shipping on their next order. Whatever your budget is, offer some sort of referral when people send friends and family your way. Another one is to run seasonal theme weeks. So maybe 1 week, since it's back to school for a lot of people. We've been back for like 3 weeks now, but a lot of people are going back to school this week. Maybe have this week all about celebrating teachers, having fun fragrances or fun baskets, different themes that you can, different products that you can showcase around that theme for the week. We've got fall coming up. You could do so many weeks of harvest and Halloween with our products. You could be set for like all of the Burr months, The next one is show your face on stories and in reels, right? People don't want to buy from somebody they don't know, like, and trust. If they know, like, and trust you, they are going to support you. Show your face. People want to see it. I know that oftentimes we get camera shy, or that we're not comfortable doing videos and taking photos of ourselves. I get it. Try and do it anyway. I know, like, what else am I going to say? But try and do it anyway. Break past that discomfort. You don't grow by staying in your circle of comfort, right? Yeah. Okay, so off of social media, how can we meet new people? Vendor events and craft fairs. 'Tis the season, my friends. There are going to be so many craft fairs and vendor events popping up. You don't have to have stock for vendor events and craft fairs. Yes, a lot of people do prefer that, but it's not a necessity. If you are able to get stock and have it on hand, if you're planning to do a lot of events, awesome. Utilize your host rewards, and sell everything for retail price. If you got things at a flash sale, sell it for the original retail price. There's nothing that says you have to sell something at a sale price or at your host reward price, right? You can absolutely sell things for the full price, full retail value. Craft fairs, vendor events. Oh, office, workplace drop-offs. So if you guys are not in our Marco Polo chat about business building and just checking in and accountability, I shared today that I went to the dentist and I asked the dentist if I could set up a small display and do a fun giveaway for his clients. He said yes because I asked. He might have said no. He could have said no, but he said yes. So I'm actually going back tomorrow to get a retainer, and I have my bag already ready to put in it. I'm using the warmer that I got from World Tour, which is that little bubble blue warmer. It's a small, it doesn't take up much square footage, right? It's small. I'm giving them a couple partial bars to try, a couple cotton cleanups, a fragrance flower, and then I have a sheet where they can scan a QR code or go to a website to enter to win. I plan to use my host rewards in the future whenever I draw the winner for the prize. But I'm telling them they can pick whatever fall warmer they want. And I'll be drawing on September 9th.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. So I plan to use my host rewards. I don't plan to pay anywhere near full price for whatever warmer they choose by utilizing my rewards because I'm going to get sales and I don't need to keep buying a bunch of Scentsy. I will if I have to, if I have the rewards, but I'd rather give some away for free. I don't like doing events anymore, so I don't like to keep a lot of stock on hand. So I'd rather give somebody something while I'm gaining new contacts. Yeah? Okay, the next one is networking and community groups. There are a lot of what's it called? Each city has like chamber meetings. You can attend a lot of those as a business owner. Sometimes they have stipulations with how many from each business can come, but there are a lot of different community groups that you can join. And I was going to say use the phone book, but that's probably not a thing anymore. Use a search engine for your local for your local area to see what kind of community events there are. And a lot of them you can get for free. And you just take your business cards or you take a QR code or something to share and you network with other people. But it's not just about what you can get, it's also what you can give, how you can help other people. So it's a great way to, like if you get in good with some real estate agents or some insurance agents or other small business owners, you guys can refer each other to each other. Does that make sense? So then you have this whole big circle of people who are referring each other and it becomes like you're building this trust in the community. So that's a really cool opportunity. Fundraisers are a great way to meet new people. People support fundraisers for a cause or a person or a group, and you would likely have never met them otherwise. So it opens up a whole new area of opportunity when you do fundraisers. The thing with fundraisers is that how people run them is that you donate your commissions from the sales of the fundraiser. So you have to decide what you're comfortable with donating. There is also a really cool option that is not talked about a lot, but like I said earlier with the vendor events and things, you can raise the price of things if you're not promoting it online, you can raise the price. Say the candles are $30. Say you sell one candle for $40, then the group gets $10 automatically. So that's a way to be able to give them more money per product. And then you can give them some of your commissions on top of that if you want. But it's a way to navigate to be able to give back more. Does that make sense? But you don't keep that extra money. That's immoral, right? Don't give it to them. Yeah. Anyway, I had to say that. And then pop-by gifts are something that realtors use a lot. Just as little thank yous for their clients. And a lot of people use scent circles or a bar or just, I know Heather Gorsuch, she's an SSD out of Texas. She has done pop-by classes. She's got so many pop-bys that she does for people. That's a really good stream of income for her business. So I know she uses that as well. And then anytime you are connecting with new customers, always, always, always get their information so you can follow up with them. That includes like when you're handing out samples to strangers at the store, if you are brave enough to talk to people in line or in an aisle, make sure you get their contact information back. And the Scentsy Connect app has a really simple QR code that you just hold out, they scan, they enter their information, and you have it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Jen, did you have anything else to add on top of that list?
On the pop buys, for sure, you guys, it is not so. we all think realtors, but guess what a realtor uses all the time? Lenders. So hit up the lenders, and you guys all go to your bank. Every single bank they do home loans, they do car loans, they do all the things. I had a gal for a whole year who's been in my group, never bought Scentsy from me, but she's always been in my group. And she decided to buy something. And so I messaged her and I was like, hey girl, I'd love to run something by you for gifts I know you do little gifts for your people that do, when you do a home loan. You want to meet up for coffee? We met up for coffee. I was like going to show her maybe like a cute little scent circle with a room spray, or maybe just a scent circle. I don't know. But I also took fragrance flowers, and I have obviously, the whole ones that people put in the wine bags with the peekaboo front, but I also have really cute boxes that I put them in. And I take in the boxes, I take them out of the box, and I just have the fragrance flower, the oil. I always have a coaster in there. And it was in this cute little peekaboo box. And she was like, oh my gosh, I love those. I want a bunch. This was last week. Today, she messaged me. She's like, hey, I need 10 of those next week. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And I was going to give her like a good discount. And she's like, oh no, that's a great price. She's like, I'll do $20 on each one. And she ordered 10 for next week. She's like, I have 10 home loans closing. And that's a lender. So, thinking like just like, outside of those kinds of little things, even like talking at the bank, like, if you have local banks, the people that do the car loans might even be interested in just a scent circle for everybody's new car. I think Darla's husband and Darla had, I think, a good idea for a car lot thing too that you might ask Darla about. I don't know if they've come up with it yet, but Darla, didn't you guys have some fun idea for a car lot or something?
Yeah, we presented one of the car lots here in town with a Scentsy Go black and a pod and a freshener and a spray in this cute little mesh bag. And we left it there. We're just waiting to hear back, but they like it. So, but right now in Utah, the pods are not the best thing for cars.
Because the melt.
They get bigger and bigger and bigger and can explode. Yeah. I did a test. And I wanted to see what it did, and it just kept expanding, and it was popping out of the little rubber things were popping out of the beads.
You should do a time lapse of that for us all.
That would be pretty funny, huh? So we can't use the pods in hot weather, like probably from the end of June is when I had to take them out of my car, beginning of July to probably middle of September.
Interesting.
You know what's really wild? I live in Phoenix where it's the surface of the sun, and I'm gonna ask Angie her input too. I have never had that happen. I leave my pods in my car all the time. Go out,
looked at them. The smell still smells.
Yeah.
You can still smell it. It smells amazing. But if you take that pod out and you look, it like turns into a glob.
I'm telling you, I've never noticed that.
Wow.
I lost the little flamingo, the air.
Yeah.
Because I had left it in the car, forgot it in there, and went to go take it out, and it was sticking to it. It had completely like expanded and like dripped down into the fan part. And so now when I'm sitting in the pickup line to pick up my son at school, I like have little tweezers because I'm trying to bring it back to life.
Maybe I just don't get out enough. Maybe that's what.
And so, and we don't park in the garage anymore because my son is taking it over. So I've been sitting it out. So, I mean, the heat just completely destroyed it.
No, you can leave a little note, like say, like the car, when you're giving it to your people or when they buy one, just let them know, you might want to stick it in your purse when you go into the house. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. My best friend who's on my team, she created this little bag thing that she attaches to her sunglass case, and she sticks her pod in there and then carries it around with her.
She's the one who can share that. That's so fun.
Do you have an experience on your pod?
Did you ask?
Is Bree there?
Yes. So Darla gave me the little mini, and I live in the same town as Darla, and I've kept mine in my truck all summer long, and I haven't had any issues with mine. I park in the garage when I'm at home, but during the day at work, I'm out on the street. So
And you,
mine, but I don't have mine in the Scentsy Go. Like mine's in just the little mini one. So I don't know if that Scentsy Go also creates more of a heat lock versus the pod just being open.
maybe. What do you have, Arielle?
Just the mini.
Oh, maybe maybe you're right. Maybe because it's in there, it's like heated up more.
Well, but Angie, you said yours was the mini too, right? Angie's is the mini. So, and she had the.
And mine's the Scentsy Go, the black one.
I would say let's experiment, but I also don't want to damage my products, you know? And I don't want you guys to do that on purpose. So maybe if you go to Goodwill and happen to find one that you'd be willing to sacrifice.
I'm going to use this one. I'm going to try it. I'm going to be the guinea pig and see what happens. Because if it doesn't do it to this, then hey.
I'll post a picture of what mine looks like. You can see it like all gelled in the bottom around the fan.
Okay.
Arielle,
Yeah.
another thing, so we can make sure everybody gets some ideas. Another thing that I just recently did for new customers, I have a good friend that has a really fun boutique here, clothing boutique.
Yes.
And so I went to her, and I mean, it's end of season. So, you know, I took a bunch of like last minute end of season stuff and I stapled it all together. And I put old scent stickers because who cares as long as it smells good. And I put, you know, scent circle and did all the things. I did this a few weeks ago. And on every single scent circle, I wrote, hey, message me to get a free bar of wax. XOXO Jen. And then I put my stickers because I have tons of wax from sales. I mean, I have like 3 massive drawers of wax. It's really bad. And I'm going to go in the ones, and I go through the ones I don't really care if I have anymore, the ones I don't like, you know, all that kind of stuff. We all have the ones. And what it does is gets my name, gets them out there, and I have stickers all over everything with my QR code. It goes to my link tree. Mm-hmm. I asked her, I was like, hey, would you put these in everybody's bag when they buy something? And she was like, sure thing. And I took her like 75 different things and made sure that it said, hey, message me or text me and you can come by my house and pick up and I have the wax set aside. That's the ones I'm going to let them pick from because, you know, I'm not going to give them the ones I really love. But guess what it does? It gets them to my house. It gets them looking at my room full of product. It's like all these things. And so, and it was like, I was like, okay, I have left over this from spring, summer, left over this from spring, summer. I'd rather get it out there everywhere. And so that was an extra thing I did. And also Darla had a good idea one time about taking stuff into the post office. So every time I go to the post office, you know, where you like fill out all your stuff, I always leave flyers there. I always leave, you know, my stickers there. I don't put scent circles there, but I do leave a flyer. I do make sure everything smells really good. I spray the holy bejesus out of my stuff. Like I'm that girl. Like if my poor husband goes somewhere, I spray him. He goes somewhere and he's like, babe, I was at the bank and the girls want to know what I smelled like. Can you take them something? Can you stop spraying me before I go in there?
Absolutely not. So sorry.
So, but you know, and I think it was Carol who like had a good. She takes her business cards, puts them, you know, in a thing and sprays them in a baggie, sprays them and seals it up. And so when she hands out all of her cards, they always smell like our fragrance oils.
Yeah, she just helped
Carol our room sprays.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have a wax bar in there because we didn't have any of the new scents. I didn't have them when I got my cards in. So I had this little wax bar and I just put it in there with them. You just gotta be careful and keep them where it's cool
Oh,
so it doesn't melt in there. But yeah, I like the somebody actually showed me that. That is not my idea. That somebody had it on. I watch a lot of videos.
Yeah.
So she said if you put it in there, usually you do the scent packs because they don't bleed out. But she's like, it's their own little sniff test without a sticker. You just give them your card and they can smell it. And I'm a fall girl, so I wanted a fall scent in there. So thanks, Jen. That wasn't my idea, but I did start doing it. So it's great for everybody. If you haven't done it, do it now. Everybody loves it.
Hold on, I'm writing it down. I love that. So good. So good. Cool. Well, does anybody else have a way that they specifically like you have used to get new customers that you're like, man, this is gold. I love it. Works every time. Brooklyn, go ahead, girl. I see you.
Um, I think I kind of touched on this. I commented and shared like a video in Nomad a little while back about just sharing everywhere. So something that I've been doing, I've been in a house purge. If you guys have been seeing anything that I've been doing in my house, I know Jennifer has been seeing everything I've been doing in my house. I've been like retransitioning all sorts of different stuff. And you're supposed to be in bed, bud. And say hi.
Is he a redhead? Him so
He
cute.
is.
Oh,
And he just lost his first tooth or his first front tooth. So he is
oh, cool. Hey, buddy.
Will you
the
show
other one
us?
too.
Let me see. Ah, oh, no, that was Liz.
But one of the things that I have been doing because of purging, surprisingly, is well, I say surprisingly, it's not surprisingly for me, but it's been anytime that I sell anything that's like on Facebook Marketplace or I'm sharing or I'm networking or I'm tagging in a story, hold on one second, baby, then I'm doing everything. Any product, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's Adidas, whether it's Nike, is my own business page. If it's a marketplace, like sale, anything that has an interaction with somebody that I don't know, I always make sure that I have some kind of like ready packet to go. And marketplace stuff specifically is where I was going because that's free. That's all sources of free networking. So every time that they've been getting something, or I've had girlfriends who've been getting from like my closet clean outs and stuff like that too. I've been giving them a new pack.
That's
Anything that I
genius.
had that was using leftovers and stuff. Yesterday, for example, there was a guy who came to pick up some books. It was an older gentleman for his grandson. And whenever he did, I gave him a new thing. His wife was in the car. I don't know if I'll hear anything from them, but we have kid stuff. I made sure that there was like, there's always some kind of excerpt on the allotment that we have. So it just works to my advantage. And lo and behold, the kid actually likes some of the stuff that it is that we have because we have collaborations with like Disney and stuff like that. So I know like I said, I've posted on that before, but I highly, highly stress if you guys are not making sure you have something that's like on the go ready for any interaction with somebody that you don't know, then make sure you have them ready. Mine are fairly simple. I put them in the little Scentsy packs things. If I have extra stuff to throw in there, then I throw it in there and I seal it up and I let it go. It's like a 30-second ordeal.
Some people have the saying, don't be caught Scentsy naked. It just means don't be caught with your pants down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's just easy
That could be
too.
true.
Like you stuff them and like we don't have brochures, for example, that are coming in our scent of the months anymore. So if that's something that you wanted to add and it's not your custom things that it's made for mail or PDFs or whatever your little snapshot cards are that you put in your mail, then it's just extra stuff. Throw your sticker on it. I put my sticker on everything, just like Jennifer was saying. Like if it's anything that comes for you, have a sticker on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care how many brochures you're getting. They're all going to have the same shit on them. The only thing that's different is the scent sticker.
Right.
It works.
Awesome. And speaking of Facebook Marketplace, there is a training that we have posted a couple times, but I'll make sure to share it in the event in Nomad Tribe about finding new customers through Facebook Marketplace by advertising current products that are offered on your website. So I will make sure to share that again. It is such a good resource. And it's so smart and it's so simple. We just need to take the time to do it. And it's especially works if you don't have the opportunity to get out of your house and meet new people, or you're not sure how to meet people online, great opportunity with that training. So, if you guys have any other things that are tried and true that you use, either drop them in the chat here or make sure to post them in the event later. Um, so that we can share, because how many cool ideas, like even Carol said, like that wasn't my idea, but I use it and now I'm sharing it with other people. How many ideas have you heard that you implement but you forget to share with others that you found success with?
I'm going to say this. So, Eric, it's like, here's the one thing, and I know like it's just like beating a dead horse when we hear it, but partying. It literally comes back to some kind of a party, because all day long we can sit there and like go look for somebody and go look for, and give out 30-cent circles with our info, and you might get one person. But if you asked 30 people to do some kind of party, and I guarantee you out of 30, you're going to get one, and they might not do it then, but they'll think about it and do it later, but you're going to. And that one, I'm going to say like that one person can get, that one person for me, guess what? Carol right there, and Jamie and Maddie, who were all right here. That was because one person did one party for me. Like it's such a like thing where you just, I tell people all the time, just reach out. And here's a little trick somebody shared one time. This was not my thing, but they were like, come up with a really short thing. Ask 10 or 20 people. If you get all no's, switch up the verbiage and ask another 10 or 20, because maybe that verbiage, the way you thought it sounded, doesn't resonate that way across. Don't ask 50 people with the same verbiage. Ask 10 or 20. And if you get all no's, ask another 10 or 20. And I have sat there before and asked 50 people in one day and only got one or two. But later on down the road, when I'm kind of bringing it up, one of those people, maybe 4 months later, is like, I'll have a party. And parties is new customers, and parties is new teamies. And that's honestly always where you're going to get the most bang for your buck, for lack of a better term. Because one, I mean, I wouldn't have a Carol if I wouldn't have had her sister do a party. And now she's one of the dearest human beings I know. And I love her girls, and she's blessed my life. I like, it's just parties. If we thought of parties outside of what they can do for us, and I learned this, like, it was like that aha moment. Like, I was having a party the other day, and it's for someone I love. And she came to me, and she's had like, I think 4 now. And I love her. She's the kindest human in the world. And she was like, I want to do another party. And she invites all her friends, and she's super giving. And her friends just really didn't like, they were all really active, but they didn't do much for her. And I was really bummed because she's so kind and loving. And my first thought was, unfortunately, gosh dang it, my party, because it's not my party, but that's what I thought. My party didn't do as good as I wanted. And then my second thought was, actually, Jennifer, this has nothing to do with you. This party didn't do as good as you wanted for her. And then when I stopped thinking of parties for me and what they do for me, and I start thinking of what they offer for my customers and what they can give to them, because they're wonderful and they're kind and they're loving. And now they're not my customers, they're my friends, and it changes it all. And then when you're interacting with the people in that party, the way you interact with them, you're not interacting with them as something that you're getting from them. You're interacting with them out of care and out of getting to know them. It changes it all. And then pretty soon, these people are like, in 1 week, they're like, oh my gosh, can we talk about this? And it just creates this beautiful momentum. And it's like that whole, like Orville always says, arrows out, arrows out. But partying brings all of that into like this group. Every one of us on here is because of probably a party in some way, shape, or form. And and now we're like all friends, and we all know, so many of us know each other's things. So it's shifting your mindset. And when you're asking about a party, it's hey, I can do this for you. I can help you. It should never be about you. But when it boils down to it is your business, but it's parties, girls. I like, if I could say it 500 times, that's what it boils down to be honest. It's the best way for everything.
Yeah. And we do have a great training from home office that was done with our group a couple of months ago. It may have even been a year ago. I will find that and share that in the group as well. It's about parties, why to book, how to book, booking blitz, like all the things. So it's super beneficial, and you can party any way that you want. Parties look different to everybody. And so don't feel like you have to fit into some mold if it doesn't work for you or your lifestyle. Parties can look any way that you want. Like we were talking about, one of the ways is office people. Find somebody who works in an office that has a break room that you can go in, do a quick demo, talk about Scentsy, leave the bag for a couple days so people can smell and leave their orders, and then you go back and collect them. And then the office or the person who invited you is the host. They get the rewards, or the office gets the rewards. So they can keep their workplace smelling great. Yeah. Awesome. You guys, I am so grateful for you all. Can we have everybody turn on their cameras real quick so we can get a quick photo?
Turn on your camera. I don't know how to do that.
Oh, you're already on. I see your beautiful face. We just need Brooklyn, although she might have stepped away with her kiddo.
We saw you the whole time, Darla. You were so cute.
All right. If Brooklyn doesn't show up in the next 10 seconds, then we might. But Jen, go ahead, and if you want to get the name ready, we'll do the she has a randomizer, a random name generator. She put everybody's names in. And so
I did. So now I'm going to figure out how to make it go to the, oh, there it is. Okay. I'm ready to spin whenever you want. Some of the people have left. Do you want me to take them out, or are we going to let them be?
did we say at the beginning that you need to be here at the end? Did I say that?
You did not say that.
Okay. Then no, we don't need to take them out.
Okay.
But next time we might say that.
I know. Thinking, are you want me to spin it?
Yeah, go ahead and do that, and then we'll do the picture in just a minute when Brooklyn gets back. I don't want her to miss it. Okay.
It's on. She's been gone for a bit.
Yeah, I wonder if she's just putting her kiddo back to bed.
It did the wheel, girls.
Right?
I'm gonna spin it. It's Carol.
Woohoo! Yay! Congratulations. What I'll have you do is just send me your address. Just shoot me a text, and then I will get some fun happy mail your way as your little prize. All right, we are done waiting for Brooklyn, I think. I want to make sure that I honor your guys' time too, because I appreciate you, and I know everybody has lives to live. So get ready to smile. Oh, there she is. Perfect timing. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right, I got a couple. Should be good. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate your time. I'm going to post the replay by tomorrow. And if you had teammates who weren't able to make it tonight, make sure you share it with them. I'm so grateful for you. And again, any constructive feedback you have about how the meeting went, what you'd like to see, ideas, please share them. We love to hear it. So you guys are wonderful. Have a great night. And Nomad Tribe, it's your move. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.